Hey yo, the real story of LG continues. You heard? We bringing you that real Brooklyn history. We bringing you those real Brooklyn facts. Once again, this series is not to glorify any crime. It's not to promote the criminal lifestyle. It's to tell you what crack cocaine did to the ghettos of America and what drugs and guns did to our communities. And it's also to document some of the great times dudes managed to have as kids growing up in these war zones out in Brooklyn. You heard? So pay attention and let's learn something.
The streets don't love no motherfucking body. Because before I fired that shot, I was well loved, son. I was well loved. When I fired that shot, son, they vilified me. They were so angry. They were so hurt.
He said a bunch of y'all had sheepskins.
Oh, you talking early 80s. We little kids, son. Like I said, motherfucking World and Wise used to go to Catholic school. So they used to have to walk through the park, you know what I'm saying, to school every day. And World and Wise used to have the beige joints. Both of them had beige sheepskins. This is probably 80, I want to say probably 82, 83. So World and Wise had the beige joints. I think my man in my building, Black and Reds, had a brown one. I think that's correct. I'm not sure. And then Nut in the back, Nut had a gray one. You know what I'm saying? So they was probably the first few with one. And my little man Tassin, you know what I'm saying? He had a brown one too, I remember. So they was probably like the first dudes with the sheepskins doing what they do. And at that time, sheepskins had 2 pockets. I came out the woodworks one Christmas, boom, with a blue joint with 4 pockets. That nigga Nut was furious. That nigga was furious because he was on some bully shit when we was kids. He was like, yo, word the mother, you better not come to the motherfucking daycare center after school or we gonna fight. Of course I showed up. So me and Nut scrapped that one time physically. Oh, who motherfucking sheepskin was the best. Word, that nigga Nut used to be a bully when we was babies. You know what I'm saying? But shit used to get ugly in LG, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit here and act like it was all love and we didn't have inside problems, because we did have inside problems. And inside shit should stay in-house, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you like this, we had our inside problems. Perfect example, me and Nut had our problems. Me and Nut had an issue. But I ain't going to sit here and talk about how me and Nut had a fucking issue. That's not what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? I could easily do that because that's part of my history, but that's not what the fuck I'm here for, you know what I'm saying? So we did have our problems inside of LG amongst each other, and that was the fucking problem. Anytime we had a problem outside of LG, we handled it, it got settled, but when we had a problem amongst ourselves, we didn't know how to deal with shit. Shit's crazy. But everything wasn't all good in LG. You know what I'm saying? We had problems amongst ourselves. But it was a point where we didn't kill each other. Me and Nut used to go downtown. We used to roll linoleum up, go downtown and motherfucking break dance in front of Maze and McCorry's. Like, are you kidding me? It came to a point where whatever the fuck we was doing with each other, we had to look at each other and be human. Our human side would let us continue with that shit. Period. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And everybody should have dealt with their problems like that. We ain't let that shit go too far. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? But yo, you know what? I got 2 phone calls in regards to that first joint you dropped. It was ill, so I want to say to you, Laz, on some G shit, like, thank you. Because you provided some motherfucking healing to my hood, son. There's been a lot of pain in my hood. You provided a lot of healing right now, so I want to give you your props for that shit. Word up. You know what I'm saying? Perfect example. I went in my motherfucking comments, and you go in the comments, you be reading them shits. A dude out in Seattle hit me up. He said he used to coach me in my junior high school. Motherfucker, what about junior high school coach, man? Nigga told me he watching me and Mikey on YouTube right now. Nigga coached us in Rough Child.
That's crazy.
That nigga in Seattle, he got to be in his late 60s. You know what I'm saying? So you made that happen. That was cool. Word up. But you also got me in some shit. My aunt called me and told me I ain't mentioned my cousin, Big Aunt Mitchell Rose, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you like this. Big Aunt Mitchell Rose, rest in peace. Knocked out, yeah, I think, did he knock him out? I don't know. I know he beat that nigga Butterbean on a professional level, some boxing shit. So Big Un get his props. But on some hood shit, Big Un get his props because Big Un was one of them niggas who came out the house early 80s with that Midtown shit. If you from LG, I want you to listen to this, me last. If you from LG and you knew Big Un and you loved him and you supported him, then you bought his book. He wrote a book while I was in prison. I was in a box. I don't got no access to nothing. Ain't nobody sending me no motherfucking money from the street, none of that shit. But I scrapped up my little dough, ordered this man book because I need something to read. So I purchased his book. I supported him. I don't know what the fuck them niggas in the street did. But if they loved him, they should have bought the book. You feel me? And if they would have bought the book, then they would understand what I'm about to say. In his book, he said just what I'm about to say. He came out the house in the early 80s with some niggas in my projects in 456. And he said when he came out the house with these niggas, yeah, I'm go there. He said it in the book. Them niggas used to take him to Midtown. That's back when niggas was snatching diamonds and jostling and all that shit. That's when it was jostling, not digging. So Big fucking with these niggas, and he said in the book, they told him, you can rob whoever the fuck you want, but if a nigga rob you, tell the police. Yeah, it's in the book. So I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't doing no creep shit, none of that shit. If you love Big you read it in the book, because you bought the book. If you ain't buy the book, then you ain't love the nigga. So I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. Real talk. So he said that about these niggas. So I guess he caught his first juvie with these niggas early. Big came home from juvie smart enough, he ain't fucking with them niggas no more. Big started plotting and formed his own crew in my projects. Big formed the dream team, the very first motherfucking crew of little niggas in LG in Midtown. So I'm gonna give Big his flowers, both in the ring and on some hood shit. When I was growing up, what I seen with my motherfucking eyes, that nigga Big had a crew. Irv, Ra, which is brother two big brothers. Wise, Jamie, Ron Dude, rest in peace. Mathematics, rest in peace. Who else? Ralphie, Moneybag Shy, rest in peace. These niggas had an elite club of niggas that used to go to Midtown and dig pockets. And Big brung all them niggas out. That's real rap. Them niggas had an elite club of digging pockets. And those was the big niggas to me. You know what I'm saying? So when I came out the house, those was the niggas I was watching. But Nut was the little nigga that was with them. Nut was the little nigga that was with them tearing Midtown down. But Big had the crew, son. Big was that nigga. Real talk. May he rest in peace, Big This gotta be 85, 86. Teenagers in my projects ain't not selling crack. The generation above them, they doing all that cocaine, experimenting with the new shit that's called crack. But the teenagers, they not doing that. Very few of them. The majority of them, they tearing Midtown up in 85, 86.
So Big Gun was a teenager at that time?
I'm gonna say 85, 86, yeah, he was a teenager. I'm 12. Them niggas like, all them niggas, Big Irv, Ra, all them niggas 16, 17. They first getting they taste of ragged salad. They done did their juvenile biz. They getting they first taste of ragged salad, 16, 17 years old. Yeah, they was teenagers. They wasn't selling drugs in 85, 86. They was tearing Midtown down in my project. They eventually went that way. They eventually said, fuck that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and took his crew, his same crew, and did other things, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't staying Midtown, like I told you, everybody changed it up. Niggas started digging placards. Niggas stopped digging pockets rather. Niggas started selling drugs. But Big Un, yeah. Can't erase Big Un from LG history. Yeah, that's some funny shit. Big Un put that shit in his book. And I need this right here to be said, right? First, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep going, talking without doing something. Should have been done earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, we sitting here and we chop it up. But at the end of the day, it's a message to all this shit, son. That's pain. Motherfuckers created pain that they didn't think they would create. Because at the end of the day, we grew up doing dumb shit. Like, really, what you gonna do? Run around the projects, blowing at niggas, put a nigga down, get away with the crime, and still walk around and look at the nigga moms? That's what we doing? Or you gonna blow at a nigga, put him down, and go to jail and spend the rest of your life in prison, and we lose the nigga you drop? Like, we don't think like that when we out there doing that dumb shit. But that's the reality of it. And that's the shit I had to go through with my situation, because I had an accidental. I didn't go to jail not caring about the person I took away from Earth. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't go to prison saying, fuck that. So I went through the door day one dealing with shit internally. So you got to think about the victims. You got to think about the family. All that shit. Like, the streets don't love no motherfucking body. Because before I fired that shot, I was well loved, son. I was well loved. When I fired that shot, son, they vilified me. They were so angry. They were so hurt. But they knew the truth. They knew the truth. But they were so fucking angry and hurt. They didn't care. They vilified me. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to deal with that shit. Then I had to deal with the shit that, yo, I took away a person I know, a person I have a relationship, real rap. The victim in my motherfucking case had a child by my cousin, which means I have a younger child, a younger family member who I took away her mother. Like, this is the type of shit that was going on with my case, Like, I had to deal with all that shit. So I had to do a bid, making amends. You know what I'm saying? Trying to rectify shit. Then touch down, man up. Look at people face to face and take whatever the fuck they gave me. But you know what I'm saying? But when you're doing all that young and dumb shit, you don't think about none of that. None of that. You don't think about none of that shit, son. And that shit ain't cool. Killing a nigga in the projects that you grew up with. That shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I owe. So I hit the ground running when I came home, because I owe. I took something from my hood, so I owe. I ain't waste no motherfucking time making amends, doing what I fucking had to do, getting my shit together, you know what I'm saying? Making sure I man up in society, because nigga left at 17. I came home, I was 40. Shit changed. Grown ass man. Trying to get it right. Got a grandchild out here. Like, I gotta get it right. I ain't playing no games. But more importantly, I had to give back, homie. I had to give back. Gotta give back. So I'm down here now, where I live at doing what I do. Created my own small business. You know what I'm saying? I got a small business of a woman's boutique. Then I got another endeavor coming up, home health care. Get back to the seniors, get back to the motherfucking veterans, the disabled. Like, I'm giving back. You gotta give back. It's the only way you get your blessings, son. I asked for forgiveness. Somebody forgave me. Now it's time to give back.
Hey, yo, make sure y'all go to zyboutique.com. You heard? The homie Fruitquan and his wife out here working. You feel me? With their own business moving, getting that bread the right way and the legal way. You feel me? When an ex-felon come out that pen and he out here trying to do the right thing like Spike Lee and Rosie Perez, you go support that. You heard? zyboutique.com. Let's get it. LAZ, Z-Man, Suicide Polo with the Ski Man. You already know. Brooklyn.